Rita McGrath.
Rita McGrath is one of the world's premier experts on leading innovation and growth during times of uncertainty.
So the shorthand description for what I do is I'm a professor at Columbia Business School, have been for a long time. But in other parts of my life, I advise companies, I write books and articles, I do research, and I work with organizations to try to help them really simplify and demystify this whole area of strategy, innovation, and digital transformation. That's what's kept me pretty busy for the last few years. I think Ireland has the opportunity to set an example for the world. And one of the things that we know from the way past golden ages have been built is government has an incredibly important role to play. And really designing some of those systems, stepping up to the plate, making sure that the right policies are there to create an appropriate balance is just enormous. And I think Ireland could be an example in that case. I do a lot of work also in Finland, and I think they also been one of the countries that sort of shows the way. Small countries can compete just as effectively as large ones if you get the right infrastructure in place to support those. And I think the infrastructure consists of things like, do you have a healthcare system which accommodates gig work? Do you have an education system which prepares people for careers where you're not quite sure which skills are going to be most in demand, so you need continuous upskilling and learning and stuff like that. And I think there's some really interesting things to explore. I don't have a specific recommendation yet because I'd like to look into it more, but I think there's something really intriguing about the idea of definitely the content piece and definitely leveraging what Irish people have traditionally been very good at, which is the storytelling, the content creation, the connection. We've been talking about this during the conference. People in the world right now are just absolutely starved for community, a sense of connection and meaning. And if you think about creating some kind of value-creating infrastructure around those things, it's being human to the next degree. You're not at a disadvantage in that, not at all. And I think that could be very powerful.